Guys, welcome back. This is like take 3. I keep making this too long. I'm tired, so I tend to talk slow, lose my train of thought, and I want to get to the point. So I promise there is a an operational video, me running some trains, even if it's just a loop. It will be coming. It's just I keep kind of doing some preventative maintenance. I keep finding areas that I need to fix and rip up the glue. So I want to just do a quick layout update, kind of talk a little bit. First topic is if any of you guys are in the Ottawa Valley or Ottawa area here in Ontario, Canada, Go Via or Go Home, aka Chris and myself have been talking about starting up a train club. Doing up some modules, possibly doing train shows in the future. But so far it's just us, and that's cool. We're gonna go ahead and get started. But if I don't know who else is out there, kind of up here, but if you are, and just drop us a line. I'm pretty open. You can look up myself on Facebook. I can post a link, or you know what? Actually, even better, just either comment on the video or message me through YouTube, or contact Chris on his YouTube channel. Go Via or Go Home. We're pretty chill guys. We just want to, we don't want to have too much politics. We just want to do stuff, have fun, get out of the house, that kind of stuff. So we haven't nailed down tons and tons of plans, but we have a very, very rough track plan that we kind of have an idea of. And, we're just looking for people. That's all. So I wanted to get that out in the open. Second of all, you can see my yard is nicely populated. This is just rolling stock that I have purchased in the last about 4, 5, 6 years, I guess. Actually, I'm not quite sure which one, but the first stock update that I had back when I was still in college, I went to Trains and Tulips or something like that at Algonquin, and that's when I decided I was going to get back into the hobby. I bought the Bachman, I bought the Aloha Shake, and I bought one of these red covered hoppers, I'm not sure, and I was so excited, and I remember that. Anyways, long story short is it's pretty full. I still need to get the bumpers attached. They're just kind of sitting there for show. I don't have rail joiners on them, but I want to get those attached. I'm looking to sell some of it. The 2 red covered hoppers, the Aloha Shake, and I'll show you the bulkhead flat cars in a minute, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with any of them. They just don't fit, I've seen GT, you've seen Burlington Northern up here, CN, of course, British Columbia, I'm going to make it work, Canadian kind of thing, but, Transportation Corporation of America, or, stuff like that. I mean, I could repaint them, but at this point, I'll try selling them. I've got enough. I've got a whole box full of models with horn hook couplers, or broken trucks or wheels, that kind of thing. So I have the rolling stock. I might as well, sell what's good if somebody else can use it. So, and in this case, these bulkhead flat cars, I might have used them. I had them on my old layout. I haven't even taken them out of the box. They're recommended for 22-inch radius, which I've got. But from experience, because I'm using Atlas snap switches, they're not gonna go through here. This crossover, they're not. There's nothing I can do. My track's too close together. If I had a 3 or a 6-inch in between that might have worked, but I don't. So I know that, and I don't have any lumber or anything loads, and I don't plan to do that kind of thing. So I figure sell them. So and I'm probably gonna sell the Bachman as well. It runs pretty terribly, but I read if you drop a new decoder into it, the motor is actually not so bad. So I've got one. I'll probably just try to get it going nice and just sell it. Nothing wrong with it. I'm just into an all Alco roster at this point. Chris might have propaganded me into getting some coaches in the future, so I might have to get like an FA unit, or FB set from Alco. So we'll we'll deal with that later. But anyway, so I just want to kind of get that out there. Moving on, I've actually done quite a bit on the layout. So when we left, I think I had some excuse me, I think we had some soup cans in this corner, which are now gone. So you can see it's nice glued and all good. I've tested it. I went ahead and glued down the other ones. Something I want to say, which everybody who's kind of done this will know. You've got it all together and there's no gaps in the rails and everything's really great, and then you glue it down and you swear you put it back exactly where it was, but now there's gaps everywhere. Yeah, that happens. So I ended up recutting a bunch of track, not a bunch of track, but a couple pieces. One was this small one here, another one was the small one there. I had mentioned that this curve was broken because I pulled the rail out of the sleepers of the ties. So I went ahead and I just replaced that whole piece because it's a nightmare trying to do that without breaking them off. So went ahead and did that, which makes this whole thing fit better because it no longer derails. Haven't done anything with the yard. It's still all pinned down. I don't plan on gluing it just yet. I'm going ahead and I'm gluing this down. So I got all this. I cut the kind of the groove in and got that all going. That runs nice. And I went ahead and I lifted this like I talked about. And it's just with foam, but I'll cover that up. I'm not too worried about that. But for now, it's nice and even. Nothing derails. Nothing uncouples. It's kind of to my liking. I think in my last video, maybe not, I mentioned that when I cut these two, you can see actually this is a great example. This one is actually higher than the road bed. Let's focus in on here. Just ever so slightly higher than the road bed. And I said, I'll cut the ties off and I'll bend this and it'll be fine. And it is in this one. This one I have no problems. I've tested so many combinations. Well, I've tested about like 20 combination of cars. No problems in that one. At least not yet. The one over here, though, you'll see I had to rip up because it was just... Oh... I could not get the track down the way I wanted it, or, it just kept derailing, well, actually, it did derail, but that was separate. Just because of the switch. It kept uncoupling a bunch of cars. Like, I thought, well, maybe it's just this. No, you test, 20 different combinations, and when, 16 of them failed, you're like, all right, gotta do something, So, I got that cut and put back in, and that works great now. And I had a trouble with the switch, so I'm actually using Atlas number 4s. And this little sway bar here, let's focus in on that. It was actually bent. I want to say it wasn't quite 45 degrees. I would say like a 30-degree bend, and what it would come this way, and the wheel would hit it, and it would derail. And so I fixed that up, was able to repair that, and probably the biggest thing is I took all the feeders, and I had them all drop through, and I got them all wired up. So that's actually fully connected to my spur/siding bus. So that runs kind of all the way back there alongside my mainline bus. And it's all, I cut a little extra cable because I was kind of just eyeballing it. I didn't actually measure. But, oh my god, this focus is terrible. I'm so sorry. But it's all wired up, so that's really great. No problems. No shorting due to soup cans this time. Oh, this is like freaking out here. So, like I kind of mentioned earlier, I'm going to have a... that's a cool site. I'm going to have a... kind of an operational running video probably tomorrow. Or, sometime this weekend. It's just that because of all the repairs I've done, I've got still wet and or drying glue that I'm not, like this is, it's hard, but it's still sticky. Regardless, I've got pins. And I don't want to run stuff because it hit the pins, and I'm not happy with that. Actually, I have some glue on this rail that I'll have to take off. You can see right there, I goofed up a bit, and there's some glue. And I mean, that's not going to hurt anything. All my locomotives have 4-axle pickups, so I mean, that'll never make a difference, but I'll clean that up nice. Okay, well, that's pretty much it. I've got everything wired, just kind of preventive maintenance, going around, finding issues, fixing them right away, and I think I already said wired everything up. God, I'm tired, guys. I'm so sorry. But I wanted to fit this quick video in because I thought it's kind of cool, you know, when you get the yard all populated and just kind of looking at it, and you know, it looks like a lot. It's not. It's not a terribly big layout. It really feels bigger than it is. Actually, I wanted to give you guys a tour, so let's kind of go around as I finish talking. So we start here. The lift out's not in, obviously. We come out here. We have a spur for siding. We have a second siding there in the corner. We come around. This is technically the start of the yard lead, but it goes on both sides. It's also a passing siding kind of thing. Comes into 2. This branches off into a crossing. This goes into a back end. I'm gonna have to shorten that side. Back end. This kind of comes to dual. I have this fill up, which is terrible. I got this for like $5, and it's already mostly put together, so I kind of finished it, but it's just not that great, and it doesn't really fit anything, so I'm probably going to scrap it, but you know, we'll see what happens. Anyways, so then we kind of come in. It comes into the yard, immediately goes into the kind of the one large yard lead, the main kind of yard track, 2 pull-throughs. Comes back into the rest of the yard. We've got kind of 4 stubs, which also feeds into my locomotive area where I'm going to have my sheds and, you know, repair in place and whatnot. I just have that S2 off because it's a DC. I had to mute everything because I wasn't sure if I would be running anything, but it's DC, so it's got that whine to it, and I just didn't want the noise during it. I'm also going to have all my hand throws on this side, so that's not a big deal. I'm going to be taking off all these Atlas ones. So it comes around. We've got another kind of main line to kind of branch line split. I call it a branch line just because we come along here. This is also a yard lead, technically speaking. You can use it. Comes into this siding, which is also a back end. So you have this nice long industry, and then the industry here. I haven't thought of the industry. I think I want a cereal plant, though. I mean, you know, I think that'd be cool. I've got the canola, the corn syrup tankers. I've got, you know, the it's one of those nights. I've got the grain hoppers. You know, I've got box cars, flat cars. I think that'd be cool. Go Via, Go Home Chris. He's going to come over with some ideas of possibly a mine, possibly some other industries, because he's really good at that stuff, and I'm terrible. So, long story short, I'm wrapping this up because I got... I know I can go over 15 minutes, but I don't like to, just because... I just don't want to. It's nobody wants to listen to me talk for more than 15 minutes. So, I apologize for being so long. Anyways, wrapping this up. Thanks for watching, guys. Keep eyes and ears open for the next couple of days for that operational video / running of trains. You know, my S2 gets over most of the pins not so bad, so I might be able to put a quick train together and, you know, have... you know, some C424s or the 630 pull up, and off we go. That'd be really cool. So, thanks for watching, guys. If you're not and you want to be, go ahead and subscribe. Thanks for watching. If you like the video, go ahead and click the button. Any criticism, good, bad, constructive, let me know in the comments. And until next time, enjoy your bacon. Thanks, guys.